Cupid's twisted arrow. Heart-shaped decorations hung listlessly in the frigid gray light of dawn, casting eerie pink shadows on the damp cobblestone streets of Cupid's Hollow. Valentine's Day, typically a time of sugary happiness and romantic gestures, now brought a sense of foreboding and unease. The air was thick with a growing fear, emanating from the whispers of townspeople and the malicious presence of a mysterious cloaked figure. This embodiment of love turned sinister, lurking in the shadows, wielding arrows that didn't pierce physical bodies, but rather pierced the depths of one's soul, leaving behind scars of heartbreak and despair. The once charming town held a haunting aura, its innocence tainted by a dark force. The first victim was Mr. Fitzwilliam, the timid baker with a perpetual dusting of flour on his apron. While kneading dough for his famous cinnamon buns, an arrow struck him in the back. He tumbled head over heels and landed at the feet of his first customer of the day, Mrs. Peabody. Despite her advanced age and hunched stature, she let out a cackle that could curdle milk. Mr. Fitzwilliam's love, twisted by the curse, manifested as a monstrous sourdough loaf. Its crust was alive with pulsating eyes, and its yeasty innards emitted muffled screams for help. The bakery, once filled with warmth and the comforting aroma of freshly baked goods, now reeked of fear and despair. Panic, like a plague of Cupid-shaped confetti, swept through the town. Sarah, the cynical owner of the quaint bookstore, observed with mounting dread as her best friend and eternal optimist, Emily Knowles, fell under the spell of Mr. Tibbets, the taxidermist. His stuffed owls gleamed with a hunger that made Sarah's skin crawl. Despite Mr. Tibbets's many declarations of love for Sarah, she remained immune to his charms, her jaded heart shielding her from the arrows. But Sarah knew they had to act fast before Emily was completely consumed by Mr. Tibbets's seductive tricks. Elias, the stoic carpenter with secrets shrouding his every move, joined forces with Sarah in a quest for answers. Together they scoured the dusty annals of the town's forgotten library. Amongst the rows of aged books and parchment, they unearthed a leather-bound volume that whispered of misplaced affections and vengeful spirits. Within its yellowed pages lay a chilling spell, capable of twisting love into a nightmare born from the beloved's deepest fears. But time proved to be a fickle Valentine, ticking away as the town underwent a grotesque transformation, where twisted affections ruled over all. Whispered compliments, dripping with insincerity, mutated into razor-tongued shadows that slithered and coiled around their victims. The innocent-looking chocolate boxes revealed swarms of venomous insects, their wings buzzing with a sinister intent, and the love letters, once filled with sweet declarations, now transformed into monstrous spiders, their 8 legs skittering along as they wove webs of deceit. Sarah and Elias's hunt led them to the infamous Cupid's Manor, nestled at the heart of the town. Within the crumbling walls of the abandoned mansion, they found the archer herself, a scorned lover whose once beating heart had turned to ash and embers from the pain of betrayal. Her ghostly form, draped in tattered lace and rotting flowers, she glided through the halls. The townspeople, blinded by her beguiling beauty, had once showered her with love and devotion only to be met with rejection. Now, she reveled in their fear and sought to consume their souls, fueled by the twisted affection that had turned her heart into a blackened Valentine. A desperate battle ensued. Elias faced his fears, feeling his mask of strength falter as he braced himself for possible rejection. Sarah's sharp wit and cynicism were weapons against her vulnerability, deflecting the arrows of emotion that the ghostly archer shot at her heart. But it was Emily, the eternal optimist, who held the key to breaking the curse. With trembling hands, she faced the taxidermist, a grotesque figure made up of stitched-together pieces and a love that had turned into an owl statue. In a wavering voice, Emily confessed her deepest fear, being alone. In that moment, the beast crumbled, replaced by hope and understanding. As Sarah watched, the owl hovering above them lost its shape, melting into a black ooze that dripped down a tree trunk. The monstrous love that had held Cupid's Hollow captive for so long was finally ending. The ground trembled as the anchor of the curse shattered, and with it, the monsters that had terrorized the town for years. Love letters that had been woven into spiderwebs unraveled, and shadows slithered back into their true forms. As the town slowly returned to normal, Sarah couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. She knew that even though this battle was won, the archer would not give up so easily. And as Emily skipped away hand in hand with Mr. Tibbets, now free from his monstrous form, Sarah couldn't shake off the chilling feeling that next Valentine's Day might bring another wave of twisted affections and dark attachments to their small town. The fragile shield of love may have protected them for now, but it could easily shatter in the hands of those who wield it recklessly. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Thank you for watching.